Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports That back in the video day, and today the Houston Astros lose to the Chicago Cubs 3-1. The Astros get swept for the third time this season. They've got swept by the Yankees, the Cubs, the Braves, and the Royals. So 4 times the Astros have been swept. 3 of those series are 3-game series. One of those is a 4-game series. So, and the times the Astros have been swept this year, they are 0-13. So they're 13 out of the 19 losses for the Houston Astros so far come from being swept. So it's been tough. And the Astros, if you look outside of those 4 series of the season, the Astros are 7-6 where the Astros don't get swept. The Astros have done a good job against teams like the Rangers, who are they're not playing bad this year. The Rangers are playing good baseball. The Astros have done a really good job against the Rangers this series. This season, they're 4-3 against the Rangers. They had a good series against the Blue Jays, but I'm gonna go ahead and say the Astros have had a very hard schedule to start off the year. But it's not like they haven't lost to bad teams. They lost to the Nationals. They lost 2 out of 3 against Washington. And I understand they're hurt. They're without Christian Javier, Framber Valdez, Jose Urquidy, Luis Garcia, Lance McCullers Jr. The crazy thing is they're basically right now, they're without their World Series rotation. That is the World Series rotation that the Houston Astros used in the 2022 season. The only guy that was a starting pitcher for the Houston Astros in that 2022 season when the Astros won the World Series that is pitching right now for the Astros is Justin Verlander. Speaking of Justin Verlander, he was on the mound today, and it's not even JV's fault. JV was excellent. JV did a great job for the Astros today and went out there and pitched a great baseball game. He looked good. Now, I will say the only thing with Justin today is his pitch count got high, and he had to come out early. That sucks because Justin, he almost went 5 innings. He went 4 1/3 of an inning. He didn't give up a run. He only gave up 4 walks, 3 hits, had 7 strikeouts, and not even 5 innings of work. Came out in that 5th inning with only 1 out. Got into a little bit of a jam in that 5th inning, and his pitch count was at 95, so that's why they took him out. So, I'm not going to say he should have stayed in the game. JV's 40 years old. Maybe he's almost 42 now. He should not be pitching over 95 pitches unless I think it's fine for him to go over 95, but in a situation where only 1 out, if it's 2 outs, I think he can go over it. But there was only 1 out. I don't mind Joe Espada taking him out in that position. It's just one of those things that it kind of sucks that he did get a high pitch count because the Astros had to go to the bullpen again, and that's where things got out of control for this Astros team. With Brian Abreu and Rafael Montero. Mainly Brian Abreu. All right, so let's get to it. 3-1's final score. The Astros scored a first inning run, and that was their only run of the game. So scoring summary, Alverez hits a sacrifice fly to the left. The Astros got off to the game with 2 hits. Altuve started off with an Altuve infield single and a Bregman single to right to get Altuve to third, and then Yordan comes up and hits a sac fly. 2 hits in the first inning, 2 hits in innings 2 to 9. So this was a rough day for this Astros hitting team. And then 3 runs for the 2 different scoring for the Cubs. 3 runs. Amaya hits into a fielder's choice to right. Swanson scored and Madrill out at second. It's 1-1. And then how about this? Rookie's first home run, Crow Armstrong hits a home run to right center. He is up because of Cody Bellinger getting hurt. 396 feet. Amaya scored 1-3. I'm mad about Brian Abreu about this one. He threw him the pitch before this at bat. He threw him a high pitch that nearly hit him. It was pretty up. It was it hit the wall, and it was a terrible pitch, and I think it kind of upset Crow Armstrong there, and he blasted one to right, and that took the lead for the Cubs. So that was a tough hit that Brian Abreu gave up. Montero gets a loss though. Tough thing. This is tough for Montero because he did give up 1 run today. He gave it that fielder's choice to score Swanson. But then he comes out of the game after the bring in Abreu in the 6th. Because of Crow Armstrong's home run and Amaya scoring the run off of that 2-run shot, Montero gets charged with an extra run. He gets charged with an extra run because of Amaya scoring, because Montero left Amaya at first base. And then he gets charged with 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 0 walks, and he's 0-1. That's his first loss of the year. So it wasn't even that bad for Montero. Yes, he did give up 2 hits. Just speaking of when he was out there, he gave up 2 hits, one run, 1 strikeout. And he's been pitching good. I mean, even though, Montero's been one of the bright spots of this bullpen, even though he currently gave up 2 runs today. He has a 2.77 ERA. Guys like Montero and Seth Martinez have been bright parts of the bullpen, but outside of that, it's all been garbage. Abreu is a 4.97 ERA. He gave up 1 earned run today, giving up a 2-run home run. And then you have Presley and Josh Hader, who have been straight terrible this year. A guy like Taylor Scott has not been bad coming off the bullpen this year, and he's a first-year guy. So loss goes to Montero. Former Astros come to haunt the Astros today. Hector Neris gets to save his 3rd save of the year. Miss Hector Neris. The Astros miss Hector Neris. They really do. They really miss having Hector Neris in that 7th or 8th inning. I'm not going to say I don't regret the Astros picking up Josh Hader. That's a great pickup. But the Astros should regret not re-signing Hector Neris. They could have made it work with Hector Neris and Josh Hader. You would have had an unbelievable bullpen of Hector Neris, Josh Hader, Ryan Presley, and also Brian Abreu. That was a huge mistake by the Astros. People talk about, we made a huge mistake signing Jose Abreu. All this, you want to talk about the Astros didn't do, or what their biggest mistake was not re-signing Hector Neris. I'm saying that right now. All right. That really recaps it. But Jose Altuve went 1 for 4 today. Bregman went 2 for 4 today. Bregman was not bad in this series at all. He had in the 3 games. He had 2 games, 2 hits. He had a single to right in the 1st inning. He had an infield single in the 6th inning. Yordan went 0 for 2 today with an RBI. Tucker went 1 for 3 with a infield single, and then that was it. Yeah, so it was a tough day. And the toughest thing is 3 out of the 4 hits were infield hits. I mean, this was a terrible offensive day. Only one base hit that was not in the infield. So, it's a terrible day for the offense. But I expect the Astros to win their next 2 games against the Colorado Rockies. I know the Astros are struggling, but the Rockies have been terrible, and they're gonna have their 2 best pitchers on the mound, or right now 2 best available pitchers on the mound, in Framber Valdez and Ronald Blanco in this Mexico City series against the Rockies. If the Astros don't win both games against the Rockies, I'm going to be heavily disappointed with the Astros having Framber Valdez and Ronald Blanco on the mound. So I do think the Astros will win the next 2 games, and maybe that can be a confidence booster, being 9-19, getting a couple wins going into a homestand. But at the same time, it's rough. Let me know your thoughts on this Astros game in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.